Hello students, I am Muhammad Kamran Halil from YouTube channel The Physics Gurus. We will discuss the O-Level Physics 5054 and the topic is deformation. We have already one lecture on that topic and now we will discuss the final things related with the deformation. And then after that I will make the video lecture on the solution of the MCQs of this topic and the theory questions from the past papers. So let we begin. As already we know that the extension and the load graph. The extension and the load graph will always start from the origin. What is the reason why the extension and load graph will start from the origin? A very simple reason that when the load is zero, the spring will not extend. It means that whenever there is no extension, so simply means that whenever there is no change in length, it means that there is no extension. So when you will apply some load or force, then its length will increase, which is called as the extended length, and you can calculate the extension by subtracting the extended length from its original length or from the unstretched length. So this one is the graph number 1 that will start from the origin. But if you will draw the graph for the length of the spring and the force or the load, the graph will not start from the origin. The simple reason, when the load is zero, what do you think? The length of the spring can be zero? Not at all, because it is a physical quantity. So from this, if there is 0 Newton load, then you can see that the length of the spring exists. And when the length of the spring exists, it means that it will not start from the origin. It means that at that point, when there is force 0 or when there is the load which is equal to 0, this length which will cut the y-axis, this length will be its L0, or this length is the unstretched length. And let's suppose that it cut the y-axis at 10 centimeter. So from this graph we can find the unstretched length, which is 10 centimeter. So how can we calculate the unstretched length? We will extend this line towards the y-axis. Wherever it will cut the y-axis, that point will be its unstretched length. The spring can be attached in two different ways. Number one, it can be attached in a series one after another, and the spring can be attached in parallel. So let's suppose that we have a spring in which we have hang the 4 Newton load, the force is acting 4 Newton and the extension is 2 centimeter. Now when we will hang the two similar spring with the same load, then what will happen? Spring number 1, it will extend 2 centimeter. Spring number 2, it will extend 2 centimeter. Now it means that there is total of 4 centimeter extension. So in series, the extension will add up one after another. If we will place the 3 springs, then what will happen? The total extension will be 6 centimeter. Now if we will hang the same load, but by considering the springs which are attached parallel side by side to each other, then what will happen? The load will be divided into 2 equal springs. It means that now on each spring the load of 2 Newton will be exerted, and when the load will decrease, it means the extension will decrease. When the load will half, the extension will become half. So it means that now the first one, the 2 centimeter, but if we will hang the 4 Newton load, then what will happen? The extension will become half. So this spring will have 1 centimeter extension and this spring will have 1 centimeter extension. This is the past paper question, that let's suppose that on 2 Newton the spring will have the extension x. Then what is the extension for this one spring? So when we will remove this, then what will happen? What will be the original extension for this spring? It will become x plus x, which is equal to 2x. So this is the original extension of the spring, like this one, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, and then what is the original extension? 1 plus 1 gives you 2 centimeter. So what we will do to solve this question, we will add the extension. So total extension for the original spring will be 2x, and now these springs are attached in series. So then what will happen? The answer will be for this system 2x plus 2x. So total extension will be 4x. So you can select this option from the MCQs. Then the last part, this graph is given between the extension and the load. Now the first question which is given, that what is the length of the spring at 3 Newton? The graph is given in extension and load, but he is asking about the length. So what to do? A very simple thing you have to do. First of all, you have to keep the formula in your mind, which is extension, that is equal to stretched length minus unstretched length. And if you can see the diagram, the unstretched length is given 10 centimeter. So what we will do? First of all, we will find the extension, because this graph is given in the extension and the load. So we will find the value of the extension by using the 3 Newton. So for the 3 Newton, what I will do? Let's suppose that this value is 33. So at this one 3 Newton, the extension is 33 centimeter. I want to calculate this length, and this one is also given, which is the unstretched length minus 10. So what will be the length now? 33 plus 10, that is equal to 43 centimeter. So in that way you can calculate the length of the spring when the load is 3 Newton. Now vice versa. What is given, that what is the load when the length of the spring is 50 centimeter? So keep this in your mind, that this is not the extension, this is the length. So by using the same formula, first we will calculate the extension of the spring. So E, that is equal to L minus L0. Now what is the extension we want to calculate? So we will substitute the given values. The stretched length is given 50, and what is the unstretched length given in the question? It is 10. So what is the extension? That is equal to 40 centimeter. Now guys, we got the extension and we have graph given in the question paper. So what we will do? We will find the load or the force very easily. So for 40 centimeter, and that is the 4 Newton. So the answer is 4 Newton. So I hope that now you have good understanding of this topic. And in the next topics, I will cover the video lectures of the solution of the MCQs as well as the theory questions related with this topic. Thank you very much. Take care.